faithful ride with me. Red and gold blooded to the day I die. Reppin' on a gang and it's all I bleed. Racking up dubs in my Levi jeans. And we run over the league with our whole team. We that number one seed cause we ballin'. Putting in that work early in the morning. Super Bowl team and now these haters salty.
What's up, faithful? Welcome to IE Sports Radio. I'm Niners Jess, along with Ty Alston, Maddie B, and your girl Bex. We are the East Coast Red and Gold, and tonight we are collaborating with Terradome. Please make sure you go and like and subscribe on his channel, and also like and subscribe on ours, the East Coast Red and Gold, on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Also, a very brief reminder as we get into things here tonight. We're doing things responsibly and coordinatedly, which is very exciting. Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, the single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. Shout out Darno Solo, New England misses you, of course. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, high in protein, and some of the best jerky you can get your paws on or whatever you're eating with nowadays. And for a limited time, you can win 4 tickets to see the Storm or 4 bags of jerky. All you have to do is visit planetjerky.net, place your order, follow Planet Jerky on Instagram, message them you bought your jerky from hearing this ad, then you're entered into the raffle that ends on Tuesday, August 1st. Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Brisket, man, that sounds so good. The jerky that's on a whole other planet. And of course, they're a full sponsor of IE Sports Radio. Make sure you follow IE Sports Radio on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the TikTok to keep up with the latest in sports and with the shows. IESportsRadio.com/East Coast Red and Gold for the IE Sports Radio blog, the Hall of Fame, and more. Again, IESportsRadio.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I just want to give a quick shout out to Terrence Terr, who pretty much worked with us to schedule our guest. And thank you for making this happen. I really appreciate it. And I know I'm pumped for this. I know everybody's pumped for this. Without further ado, I want to introduce our special guest from the franchise that we all love, the San Francisco 49ers. Let's welcome right guard Spencer Burford.
Woo! There he is.
Spencer, welcome to the show.
Howdy.
And happy birthday.
I appreciate it.
So, did you do anything fun for your birthday?
Yeah, I just watched a couple of movies and didn't do too much.
Okay. So you know what? Getting right into it. The off season is coming to a close. Talk a little bit about what you did this off season. Did you do any youth football camps? I know you were working out with Trent Williams. Just talk a little bit about that.
So early off, I started training off in San Antonio. I was still training with, the trainers that I was training with all the way up until I got to this point. Spent a lot of time down there. Then I spent up a lot of time up and down I-10, training with Trent a lot. Did a lot with him, helped him out at his camp. We just finished up a youth football camp in San Antonio. I helped DeMarvin Leal. He's a defensive lineman for the Steelers. We grew up together. We played on the same Little League football team. And so I was a special guest at his camp we threw in San Antonio. Then I came back to Houston and finished off training with Trent right now.
Is there anything in particular that you pick up from Trent?
I'd say our schedule is a little bit different than others. Like I said, we train at, crazy hours of the night. All the way up to the morning time. And then I try to pick up as much pointers as I possibly can as far as from the mental standpoint of the game. Trying to assess this situation and that situation, how to not put myself in certain situations that I used to put myself in, and really just try to grow and, like I said, just grow off of last season and improve.
Awesome. Now, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for this team. I think we're going to do special things this year. Tell me what it's like playing for the 5-time Super Bowl champions. You walk in, you see those 5 Lombardi trophies. What goes through your mind? What goes through your head?
I'll probably just say, the number one thing is, obviously, being that the team has the history that it does, you also have a standard to uphold. And I say just the way the style and the play of the team and how they prepare and how they do X, Y, and Z to put themselves in position to be successful. I say that's pretty much the biggest thing. You got a big chip on your shoulder, and being a rookie, put in the situation that was, you got a lot of things that flow through your head throughout the season. But you mainly just don't try to be like the mess up guy. Like you don't want to do this or that. So you have to play in and out and just make sure that you're not the guy that's messing up, you know what I'm saying, the grand scheme of things, knowing that you have a championship caliber team. You really don't want to be the guy that's hindering them from doing that. So it's pressure, but I mean, you learn how to deal with it. You learn how to cope with it. You got guys that's there to support you. You got great staff. I got a great support system, a great family. And so it really helped me and pushed me through.
That's awesome. You're going into year 2. You report with the vets on Tuesday. What do you think will be a difference for you from year 1 to year 2?
My year 1 and year 2, I say the biggest thing was understanding the grand scheme of things. Like I said, being in Kyle Shanahan's offense, a lot of things that we do manipulate, you know what I'm saying, the base ground rules that other teams would do. Most teams can't do what we do and how we do it. And so I say the most thing that changed my mind frame is just the grand understanding the scheme. Like I said, there's 30,000 different ways to run outside zone with Kyle Shanahan. And usually is ways to set up other plays on the back end of the spectrum. But, you know what I'm saying, he plays chess and not checkers, so it all plays out in the end. So I'd say that's the biggest thing, just understanding the grand scheme of things and what we're trying to do within the offense.
Awesome. I got the goosebumps when you mentioned Kyle Shanahan. I'm a huge Kyle Shanahan fan. What's it like playing for him? I know you alluded to a little bit, his schemes and stuff like that, but, just like describe him as a person and, him as a coach.
Kyle Shanahan is all about his players. I say that's one thing that I can say. He has a unique relationship with all of his players. And he really just wants the best for us, whether that's coming head to head with refs, with other coaches, with anybody on the field. I can say that he does have the players' best interests at heart. I can say that. Kyle's gonna fight for his players. Like he says, he's a very passionate coach. His style of coaching, how he coaches in the game, how he coaches at practice, he's gonna coach you the same way. Whether he's fixing a mistake, he ain't gonna beat you down when you're already down. He's gonna pick you up, make sure that you're straight. But Kyle he's a great head coach, and I love him to death. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on this team. And I feel like Kyle's a mastermind at the end of the day. I mean, just the things that he said, how he sets stuff up. If you really pay attention and break down exactly how the film, like if you break down his film and you see how he sets it up and how he manipulates certain things within defenses, it's kind of crazy.
What position group is he the hardest on, you think?
I feel like he's harder on all positions, but his wide receiver group, he's real big on his wide receiver group. Sometimes when he's breaking down the film and analyzing this and that, like just the routes, like he'll point out little small details within, like some people will walk over or some people would look at. He because the routes do make a big difference in what we do within the offense. So something on the 20th play of the game might affect the 40th call that he might make in the game. So he just tries to make sure that everybody's on the same space and that everything is supposed to look the way it's supposed to look.
Awesome. Now you're playing right guard. Do you think, are you getting any reps at right tackle?
Right now, I'm not really focused on right tackle. I'm going to just play what they tell me to play. If anything does come to change, I mean, we'll adjust to it as far as that goes. But as far as right now, they lock me in at right guard, so that's what I'm going to focus on.
Awesome. And we're definitely looking forward to you. We expect big things from you,
Yes,
Yeah, no pressure, I guess. Jeez.
No pressure.
Way to go, Jess. Thanks.
We expect huge things from you, Spencer. Good luck and best of luck on that Hall of Fame career. No problem.
Sorry, I'm a straight shooter. I just.
Yeah, that's the best way to be, though.
High goals.
True that.
The schedule came out, I know you guys all have your game that you circle because you're looking forward to it. What is the game that you guys circled and you cannot wait to get out there and kick some ass?
Well, of course, it's gonna be cliche to say the Eagles, but of course, on our say, I say we'll just go ahead and we'll say the first game of the season. Like I said, we can't harp on what happened last year. We can't go back and change what's already happened. We can't keep talking and dwelling about the past. Like what happened. It's not gonna change. It's gonna be that. It's gonna forever be that. And so I say, like, what we got circling on the game is week 1 versus the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken. So we just go ahead and be ready to rock out against them.
And we're all going to be there. So
we're all there. Yeah.
we going to be screaming our heads off.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we might do a live show from there.
I'm gonna do a live show at the game.
Yeah, right outside the stadium. Pop in and say hello.
They ain't gonna let me do that.
Spencer, you know how the faithful roll, man.
Yeah,
you know how we get down.
Y'all do
we roll deep. We gonna be out there.
Yeah, we travel.
I can't say that. We travel. Oh, God, y'all one of the best fan bases I've ever been part of. I guarantee.
UT San Antonio doesn't travel like that?
No, they travel, but not like y'all.
Road runners, come on, man.
Yeah, y'all travel different. I've never seen somebody turn a home game at another person's stadium.
Take over.
That's us for sure.
That is us.
What's your game day routine?
My game day routine. So I wake up. I go ahead, head down to breakfast. Well, first of all, I brush my teeth and wash my face. I ain't gonna act like I do that.
That's important.
Yeah, most definitely. That's most important. Pray, brush my teeth, wash my face, go down, eat some breakfast. I'll probably eat hash. I call it mashed potatoes, bacon. I'm gonna eat that every day, every time. If they got French toast, I eat that too. Go back upstairs, get ready, get dressed, get on the bus, head to the stadium. I'll probably sit in the hot tub for about 30 minutes, loosen up, go out, roll out, stretch, do my pregame routine outside on the field, go back in, start getting dressed, ready for the game, tape up, pray again, listen to some music, get high with the guys, and then we go out and play.
And what's on your playlist?
I got all types of music. I ain't gonna lie to you, from hip hop, gospel, R&B, soul, but yeah, it's a variety.
Awesome. Go ahead if you guys have questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Becca.
So you talked about coming back for year 2. How do you think having Forster back is going to be helpful? 4 out of the 5 starters, and he's coming back too. Do you feel like that gives you guys an advantage a little bit, over the defense who started?
I would say me working with CFO, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, one of the best coaches I've ever worked with, one of the most honest guys that I've ever been around in my life. CFO, he's going to coach you the same way from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. And all he does is say that we're going to grow from week to week, build on what we can build on, capitalize on what we can capitalize on, try to erase all the little mistakes. Because he says each week we're preparing to play in February and January. So that's how he looks at it. We're just going to stack days on top of that until the back end of the season comes, and hopefully we're playing in the Super Bowl. CFO, like I said, he's been real patient with me as far as regarding this, like, technique and stuff like that. Now I feel it does give us upper hand on the defense. Like I said, CFO is one, if y'all don't know, he's an O-line guru, especially at what we do and how he coaches the game and what he teaches and how he teaches it. CFO has a lot of knowledge. He's seen everything under the sun almost thrown at him, especially being in the business as long as he's been in it. And I feel like he knows how to manipulate and how to tweak certain things so that does put us in the upper hand whenever we do play a different opponent. He makes great adjustments in games so that, we put ourselves at full forward in front of the defense. And, I'm thankful for CFO.
Awesome. And one more question I have is, tell me about playing the drums, the musical skills.
Music, that's, to be honest, it started, I started playing drums before, I could walk. I had my first drum set at the age of 3. I could barely read music. I could read it a little bit, but I play off ear.
Nice. Do you have a favorite drummer that you just, you're always your go-to person to mimic, listen to, or?
I wouldn't say mimic, but there are a few drummers that I like. I can't pick a favorite right now. That would be kind of, that's hard. It's hard.
But, I mean, I played jazz band all throughout school. I played a trombone. So my music teacher used to make us listen to Spyro Gyra and Buddy Rich and those kind of guys, from old school style. So,
Right.
We were indoctrinated with all of this really old classic type of jazz. So I was wondering if you had people like that you always go back to and enjoy listening to, or if it's more like Travis Barker and Dave Grohl and, those kind of guys, Don Henley even.
Right. I know what you're talking about. Like, I like funk drummers, like funk, gospel drummers, stuff like that. So
Nice.
I'm real big on those too.
Awesome. So did you have family that played music, or was it just something you always?
I have a musically inclined family. Like, I have family members that sing, that play clarinet, trombone, this and that, bass. But like, all of my family sings. So.
Nice. Okay. So I wasn't sure where the love for the music came from, but I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
You had your videos up of you playing.
Yes,
yeah.
It's in the blood.
No, most definitely.
How much does the going against the D line help your game?
No, we go against the best D line in the league. So you go against them every day. I mean, you only bound to get better. It's not like it's inherited that you get better. If you're going against the best every day, you have to adjust to the best. And yeah, our defense plays a different scheme than, like, we have a penetrating defense. We have a penetrating defensive line. Most of the teams that we play read and react, so that gives us the upper hand, just making sure that we're locked in on angles and certain things like that, and how we adjust to play against them. We're already playing faster at a faster pace because we have to, because we play against our defense, and that's what I'm getting ready for camp, going against them every day. So
Awesome.
When you're looking at tape, did you look at tape differently when you were in college as opposed to how you look at it now? Are you looking at different things?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, when you get to this level of play and this level of football, every little thing counts. So from tips before pre-snap tips, how the defense rotates on the back end and the secondary, how our motions might change the way they rotate on this defense. Like, it's a lot of things that go into it that I never, I looked at, but I never really paid attention to the detail of it until Kyle started explaining it, and I started talking with CFO and how certain things affect certain things on this end and that end of the spectrum. So it all plays dividends in the end.
What was the jump like for you from high school to college as opposed to college to the pros?
I say, you said from high school to college?
High school to college and then college to the pros. Like, if you could compare those two, like, what was the jump? What was the biggest difference, I guess, between jumping to the pros as opposed to jump from high school to college? Because those are still solid jumps. So
right, definitely. So high school to college, I say the biggest thing would be the speed of the game. Like, every high school, like, I know in Texas we play at a high speed, but even still, like, in college, you can't really compare that to a high school game. So I say, like, most players, whenever they get into college, the speed adjusts is way quicker. Of course, you got to adjust to the size matter, everything that plays a factor in that. And then from college to the pros, everything is starting to become, you got everybody big and fast at this point. Yeah, you still got some people that are bigger and faster than others, but now from this point, you playing from a mental standpoint. Like I said, you playing chess at this point. So when you playing chess in the pros, from college to the pros, a lot of things that couldn't affect you going from high school to college can affect you now. Because the same guy that you're playing against across from you, he could be the same size, he could be faster than you at the end of the day, but you still have to find a way to block and you still have to find a way to be successful. So that's when you start turning into the mental aspect of the game and start playing from that standpoint, as far as beating them before the snap, basically.
Faithful, we're going to be doing a t-shirt giveaway. Start picking your numbers between 1 and 50. And if it's okay with Spencer, we're going to have him pick the number when we get some numbers in.
Yes.
Get in there, Terra Dome. You the co-host too, man.
Yeah,
I am. Hey, my man Spence. First of all, happy belated birthday. We're a day off. Yourself and the wonderful Red Dab. How y'all doing, man? What's going on? How did you celebrate your birthday yesterday, my man?
Me yesterday, I took some time out and just chill, really. Watched some movies, ate, played the game, really. Just stayed out the way. Like I said, I ain't do too much. I was really just chilling, to be honest.
I understand you like you're a bit of an outdoorsman. You like to deal with horses and everything. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, riding horses, 4-wheelers, paintballing, shooting guns. That's my type of thing. I hit a few trail rides up this off season. Planning on hitting a few more next off season. But it was fun just getting out there, seeing family and friends. Just taking a step away from football for a little bit, involving with stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
Awesome. For those not affiliated with the San Antonio area, please tell us about a churro. What is a churro?
Churro is like a chicken-based thing. Like I said, it's like fried bread. Like it's real good. That's all I'm saying. You can get it. You can eat churros with vanilla ice cream. That's what I like to eat it with, me personally. But they are different type of flavors. You got chocolate, strawberry. Like you just got to try one, bro. Trust me.
It's something about that fried dough, man.
I know anything fried just set it off. Every country fair in North Carolina got something fried. They fry everything around here.
Well, y'all need to add a churro to the menu.
Yeah, I've been hearing wonderful things, nothing but wonderful things. I'm gonna be honest with you, Spence. I didn't appreciate that 72 versus a 74 ranking on the Madden yesterday. They could have given you your number like it was supposed to be. But I've got you slated. Everyone makes that second year jump. Somebody on the San Francisco 49ers organization is going to make that second year leap. The year before it was Talanoa Hufanga. And my confluence tells me it's you. Are you ready to take that step, young man? I'm expecting big things.
I most definitely am. I'm gonna take a leap out on faith. Just trust my training, trust my coaches, and do what I'm trying to do at the end of the day.
And can you give me your best, what we can say, Chris Forrester imitation story or something? I know you guys. I play ball. I know everybody got one. So go ahead and give it to me, Spence, if you feel good with it, bro.
And we know how them O-line coaches are.
They the best. Spence. They the best.
I can't do CFA. That's hard. It's hard to do CFA. Nah, but just know CFA is a great guy, and if you're gonna be there, just watch him. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch him.
Enough said. I'll blink that message out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So, talk a little bit about, Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, Jordan Mason, those running backs, running in between you guys, pushing people over. Like, talk a little bit about them.
Like I said, we got a real talented running back room. All the guys that you just named could start on any team. Me personally, that's how I feel. That's how I think. Whenever they do come in, they make huge adjustments and they make big plays at the end of the day. They spend a lot of time with us, making sure that we're giving them the right read. They know what to read. They spend a lot of time with the O-line as far as protection, knowing how to fit in this place and that place. So we really just feed off each other. And they're all great guys in the room, real humble, real nice to talk to, real good guys. They're all goofy. They got their own sense of humor. And I love our running back room.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a tweet here from Tony Culp. Hey, Spencer Burford, the Niner faithful are rooting for an amazing year in full strength through the bird hunting weeks.
Well, definitely. I'm already knowing it.
So, what's it like playing with George Kittle?
George Kittle is a character, man, but he's one of the most, he's one of the most genuine players on the team. He's cool with it. When I say George is cool with everybody, I've never seen anybody have a problem with George. Even on the opposite team, you know how most guys talk trash. Like it's hard to talk trash to George. George don't say nothing like derogatory to nobody. George just plays football and he has fun with what he's doing. Like I said, George, he supports all the way. He'll lift you up whenever you need uplift at the end of the day. Great guy to talk to, great person to be around. If you need it, he'll find it to give to you. If he has it, he'll give it to you. If he doesn't, he'll find a way to get it to you. George is just a great dude all around.
Would you say he's the funniest on the team?
Nah, I wouldn't say George is the funniest, but he's definitely one of the nicest guys on the team for sure.
Who is
Okay,
the
so
funniest on the team?
Now we have to know.
Now that's hard. It's hard because you got a lot of guys that's kind of funny on the team. So you got Jason Poe, he got to be on there. Jason Poe got to be on there. Trent got to be on there. Debo got to be on there. It's a lot. But them three, that's a tough three to compete with for sure.
All right, we got the top three.
I got the top three. Leroy, pretty funny. What y'all don't know is Jake Brindle is kind of funny too, right?
Jake
Brindle. Okay.
Brindle.
Put his name in the bingo card. All right.
There you go.
Cole McKivitz, like he has a lot of dark humor, but he's funny. Like,
The dark humor.
Of Cole McKivitz.
Oh man.
Your thoughts on Drake Jackson?
Drake Jackson is a freak of nature. That's Drake Jackson. I've never seen somebody at that size, and he's put on more size than he did last year. Shout out to the strength coaches and Drake. You know, he stayed out there. They did whatever they did with him, and looked like they put him in their little thing off what they call it, Captain America, when they put him in that little box. He turned. Yeah, Drake came back pretty big, but I mean, gymnastics paid off real well for Drake.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a very important thing in his life, and he's gonna be one to watch this year too.
Yeah, we noticed with the backflips and all.
Yeah,
and
he could rub his knuckles on the ground, running full speed. Like, it's hard to do stuff like that.
Speaking of nice guys, I understand you recently made a purchase for a special lady. I don't know if you really want to put it out there or not, but did we get mom something recently?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I bought my mom a house.
Way to go!
Awesome.
Well done.
She'll probably be moving into it the next few weeks. My biggest thing for her was just like, you know, most people take certain things for granted. You know, I shared the restroom with my mother for the 22 or 23 years that I've been alive. So certain stuff like that most guys don't think about, you know, just having your own space, your own this and this and that. Like, no mind. Like, I love my mom to death. I give everything under the sun. I do anything for her. And that was just something that I had on my bucket list. And probably going to buy some more houses sooner or later. Buy some land, stuff like that. Hopefully a guy say the same. But right now, I'm going to be living there for the time being until we get the big one in the back. So, yep.
Oh, God says it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Amen.
Coming in stages. There you go.
Yes.
Doing it right.
Spencer, I noticed when you get into your blocks, as I look back on your film, when you were at university, the first thing 49er fans do is when we draft somebody, look at their highlight film from University of Texas, San Antonio, and you was throwing folks out the door, waving the 4-4, and really just looking like a world beater. But I noticed you made this switch and this transition, playing from left tackle to right guard. Another thing I noticed about you, when you get into a defender, you have the ability to flip your hips and get to his flank really quick. Do you have boxing, or what? Where does that development come with your feet and the fluidity in your hips? Would you say?
I just say playing multiple sports over the years, that has something to do with it. It does pay dividends in the back end. I do box a little bit from here and there from time to time. Like, I'll probably do boxing in my next off-season training. But your hips plays a lot of part in what we do, like especially blocking position. Yeah, like position, blocking, positioning yourself, making sure that you cut off certain angles. It's all about angle manipulation, especially when you talk about offensive line play. So if you can manipulate an angle and then cut it off faster than, you know what I'm saying, the peeling is, everybody probably has a time clock in their head. But like I said, if you can manipulate timing and angles with certain things within the line of play and what we do, it'll put you certainly at advantages of certain others that can't do it. So.
Looks good. Good feet. So you got was it basketball that you played too? You got a jumper? You got a jumper?
Basketball, you play select baseball, you got tennis, you got track, it's a lot.
Did everything.
I knew it.
Dang.
Nobody can jump from left to right and just and act like, yeah, I do this, this is what I do. Like, it don't happen like that.
Yeah.
That's why you a special player.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that too, man. You got athleticism, like real, you can't be taught natural athleticism. And good feet, good hands, you got a motor. Did you ever think about going to Kyle and be like, Kyle, I can line up on the end of the line, eligible, put me out as a receiver. I'm open.
We gonna keep it under wraps right now.
Okay. My bad.
All right.
Here's the deal.
Back into the career, I'm definitely gonna ask Kyle just go ahead and throw me a little slot pass.
Hey, put it in the playbook, coach.
Once they get Big Trent that touchdown, Spencer's next on the list. I can already see this.
Yeah, right now, my focus is the plan. My focus is just blocking the man in front of me right now.
Yeah, moving folk. There you go.
Right.
Hey Spencer, did you ever line up across somebody? Oops, sorry, Jess.
No, go ahead.
Did you ever line up across somebody? They get down in that 3 technique, and you like, oh, that's that dude right there. I'm about to go head up with him.
It's not like you're scared or timid, but it's just
nah.
But it's like a realization moment. It's just like,
yeah.
Here you are, you playing like you didn't heard about these guys all your life, you didn't watch them play, and then here you are, you going against them your first year in the league. It's just like, what is this? Like, it's really starstruck to begin with. It's just like, because it don't feel real at the same time until you actually hit the team. Like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
But when you first get on the field and you playing against somebody that you've always seen and you've heard about, like of course everybody gonna say Aaron Donald, like. That's crazy. You talking about one of the best defensive players in this time. Like,
yeah.
You talking about Fletcher Cox, Gary Grady. These are all like top players in the league. Like, you got to play against them your first year in the league. So, all right.
The moment wasn't too big for you. You handled it like a
G. Like you said, let's go.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Hey, if you score that touchdown, remember us, okay? Because we gave you that idea to go to Kyle.
Definitely, I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and put a bug in these, but that's gonna be a little time from now.
No, totally. Look, that doesn't have to be a this year thing. That's fine.
That's definitely a long haul. That's definitely not a this year thing.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Hey, Spencer, pick a number between 1 and 50.
1 and 50, 34.
All right, let's see who we got here.
Bryant. I bet Bryant won it. Bryant
we had Dawn at 35 and Bashar at 32.
Did you say 35?
Yeah.
34.
Yeah, so we're not doing Price is Right rules. So I think
that's what I'm saying. Are we doing Price is Right rules?
If we're doing Price is Right rules, then the 32 won. If we're not doing Price is Right rules, then the 35.
We're not doing Price is Right rules, so it looks
then
like
35's a winner.
On, there you go. Congrats.
The actual retail price is.
Congratulations, Dawn.
Way to go.
All right, awesome.
Congratulations, Dawn.
Spencer, are the 49ers the team to beat in the NFC?
Yes. We are.
Like that.
No need to say no more.
Done deal. That's it. Yeah. Thank you.
Done deal.
That bite is out there.
We already agree with that.
Total agreement.
We're all in total lockstep on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we are the team to beat in this. So.
And last one for me, your top 3 best dressed.
Top 3 best dressed?
Yep.
Y'all gonna have to ask me different questions. Some of the stuff that they be wearing, like some of the stuff they be dressing. At the end of the day, it's just the way they dress and how they dress. Like I'm not a big stylist myself, so I can't be like, oh, that's lit. But like, so you saying best dress like on the field, or you talking about like off the field?
No, come into the stadium. Yeah. Who's drippy? Who's sweet? Who is setting it off like, oh yeah, he fired today. Or
so we're gonna go. This is no particular order. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say Trent is gonna be on there. Trent gonna be on there. Debo, of course, is gonna be on there. And I probably have to say Demo. Yeah.
Demo, okay.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Check his drip.
Yeah,
a lot of us.
Demo be.
Awesome. So how excited are you to report to training camp now that the off season is coming to a close?
I'm too excited. I'd say just getting back in the routine for real. Just go ahead, lock in. Got to get back into the in-season routine as far as preparing and recovery. Getting back with the guys, really creating new memories, and hopefully winning the Super Bowl.
That's what I want to hear. That's it right there.
That's what I want to hear.
Absolutely.
Yes, correct.
What have you been? I'm sorry. What have you been doing this off season? In terms of what you normally do and what you may have added to give yourself a little bit more flexibility, strength, stamina, just a little key on what you do this off season to get ready.
I've been working on my sets, really, just angle departure out of my set. Of course, I've been working on my hands with Trent and stuff like that. Strength and conditioning, me and Trent, like I said, I'd be working with him at night. So I'll be Trent from the hands, from all of that. That's where I've been working on him. But me personally, what I added was just working more angle departures as far as getting out of my stance, getting out of my set, and make sure I'm balanced. So I know how to transfer the weight from each foot, making sure that I'm not too heavy on one side, not too light on one side. Because you saw last year, if I did lose the block, it'd probably be like at the end of the block because I'm too, I'm too leaning too far one way or leaning too far the other way. And it just put you on equal balance. So that's really what I've been working on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, my question was very similar. I was going to ask if there was anything in particular you were working on improving. So,
yeah, most definitely.
Question. Yep.
Great minds, Bex. Great minds.
Tell you, we're right there.
Birthday thing, connection.
All right. Anybody else?
The only thing that I've ever helped me with my balance is remaking the crane kick from Karate Kid. So
Karate Kid.
Yeah, you can work on that balance thing. Like if you need to do that, like that might be, something to look at. That's what I've got.
People say that takes a lifetime to master though. So.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like the actual kick itself, it takes sometimes a lifetime to master that. That's what some people say. I don't know how true it is.
Danielson did it in about 30 minutes on the move.
Right. I mean,
what I'm saying? Didn't take him long.
He went
down to the beach.
Wax off technique, right?
He went from killing flies to kicking guys in like 25 minutes. Like,
Right.
man. Yeah.
Won the All Valley,
Yep. 100%.
Yep.
Hey, Spencer. All right. I got the off the wall question of the day.
What's up?
All right. You hosting the cookout. You on the grill. Right. I rolled through. I said, hey, man, I need some seasoning. Now I got some Lowry's.
Oh.
And I got some Slap Your Mama. Which one we rolling with?
We're going to go with the one in your left hand. Yeah. All right.
That there, Slap Your Mama?
There you go.
All right. That's going to get things popping.
Boy, it better be spicy, right?
Right.
It got that flavor for sure.
Ty, that's the most incredible question I've ever seen in journalistic history, and I'm gonna tell you, I've seen them all.
We should give you something different, man. You can't talk football all the time. You gotta get your mind off of it for a minute.
You're right.
Right.
True.
It's Roy Firestone there.
Oh, we didn't make him cry though, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
That's what Roy Firestone used to do. Like, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Roy gets deep into you. If you were a color, Michael, what color would you?
Here come the waterworks.
Roy was bad, man.
I had this conversation with the late aunt who meant so much to me. Yeah.
Spencer, you came up in the Friday Night Lights of Texas. Can you give me a inkling into that? I'm on the East Coast over here, Virginia, North Carolina, and Florida. We ain't hang out with the Texas guys too much because y'all, really want in that conference. Tell me what it's like to be under those Friday Night Lights, because we done seen the movie.
Friday Night Lights in Texas is the biggest thing in the state.
Wow.
I heard
that.
People shut down whole cities, whole towns for stuff like that. Rivalry games sometimes will pack out to the equal amount of some college games. So,
wow.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights is a big thing in Texas. It's like a way of life almost out here, to be honest. If you're looking for somebody Friday night, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, they can tell you exactly what it is.
Oh, I'm at the game.
They're at the game.
Yeah. You're at the game. And you were a Wagner Thunderbird?
Yes, sir.
All right.
My school is mainly a hooping school. We had a pretty decent football team. We had a lot of talent on our team, but our school is known for hooping for sure. So we had a lot of basketball guys come out of our school.
Nice.
And Spencer, did I read that you have 2 cousins who also play in the NFL or played in the NFL?
Yes, man.
Okay, yeah, so a big old football family.
Yes, man.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, Spencer Burford, man.
Burford. Thank you, man.
I think
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Fire. We got fire. I can tell when a young man got it, and
you got it.
Hold tight.
You got it.
Hold tight.
Not only does he got it, but he wants to have it, right? There's a lot of people that got it, they don't want to have it. Like, he's got it and wants to have it. That to me is the key, right?
It's on him. It's on him.
That's awesome.
And leveling up.
Yeah. Yes, man. Slowly but surely.
All right, Spencer, we will we'll let you go. We know you got to head out, but thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Good luck this season, and go Niners.
No, man, I appreciate you for having me. Yes, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Spencer.
All
Take
right.
it easy.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Well,
awesome.
I'll be doggone.
Man, incredible East Coast red and gold. Y'all did a wonderful job. My shout out again to my cousin TT, Lois and Charles' son. He's my first cousin, man, and he is just, what you see is what you get. When he signed this guy, I had to have a couple words with him and say, "Hey, man, you ain't letting me know." I know. Come on, I gotta learn it in the streets. Oh man, I'm sorry, but Terror Management Group, TMG's out of San Antonio. He does a wonderful job, and he said, "Man, hey, Spencer Burford, I got him for you, man. Hey, it's coming. So
nice."
Shout out Jess. He said Jess is persistent. There ought to be a picture of you under the dictionary of persistent.
This is why we love Jess.
Yeah, he was definitely awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
And Terradome, thank you as well. Really appreciate it.
Man.
Not a problem. Good people. Love y'all, man. Y'all always been gracious to me. And when I can do something, you come ask. Terradome's on it. Just if y'all like and subscribe my new little fledgling channel, it is nowhere near this. I think they got more subscribers than ants out on the picnic table, but I'm just getting it started. As Big Red from the Five Heartbeats said, we just a little place right now, a little group just trying to get it started. Y'all go on like and subscribe the Terradome podcast, or the Terradome.
The Terradome.
Yeah.
The Terradome.
Have you reached out to Public Enemy to get the song rights?
I did. That was when I thought about it initially. Chuck D is on my Twitter list. I hollered at Chuck D. Chuck D said, "Go for it." He said, "But if YouTube come at you, that's on them." I said, "Yeah." I said, "You sure, Chuck D?" And then I started talking to him about other stuff. Chuck D said, "Hey, you need to leave me alone now."
Just send them a copy of the tweet, right?
Right, that's it. That's exactly what it is. I talked to Chuck D. He said, "It's fine. Leave me alone."
I keep that.
I do have the right to use the music.
Gets destroyed. I'm going to the iCloud. I keep that thing screenshot and on there for any time I say it. Yes, believe me. I talked to Chuck D. Shout out to Chuck D, man. Thank you so much, man. Love you.
Hey, Terradome, what's your channel?
It's Terradome.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you do at Terradome, you'll go right to it. It's his picture. You can't miss him. No, seriously, like
he's on there smiling,
cheesing.
So you guys want to hang around and talk football or what?
Oh, we can do anything you want.
Yeah, man. This is what collaboration looks like, y'all.
Yeah.
This is great people coming together, making some things happen.
And
amalgamation of exactly. This is wonderful.
we got some Lowrys and some Slap Your Mama. What in the world?
He comes out with the visuals, no less.
Lowry and the Slap Your Mama. Man, he did a national taste test.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, get with them, man. They owe you some paper.
Exactly. Slap your mama. Call me up. You need sponsorship.
It works so good. You say, and we are sponsored by Slap Your Mama. And speaking of which, slap that like and subscribe.
Slap that like button.
Look, the tagline went right there together nicely.
That was pretty good, Ty.
Thank you. So, you want to talk some ball?
Okay.
Yeah.
Rookies reported.
What's that?
Rookies reported today or tomorrow?
They reported on
yesterday. Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday.
Yes. But it's my understanding that they're just going to be doing some strength and conditioning, to get ready for the vets who report on Tuesday.
Yep.
Nutrition, etc.
Yeah.
It's almost like pre-basic training for those that haven't, or like you remember like first day of ninth grade, like the ninth graders had to go to school a day early to learn the school and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Same people in this scenario.
Orientation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing here.
Locker.
Yeah.
You were a freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're freshmen.
Yeah. It's getting them ready for the training camp grind. Like, hey, I know y'all OTAs was good. We had walkthroughs, but now the real work begins.
Which rookie are y'all most excited about? Which one has anybody like piqued your interest from the OTAs or anything? You can go around the room counterclockwise.
Well, Jair Brown is the one that really, I'm sure however this was going to start, I'm just going to jump in on it because Jair Brown is the guy that like everybody's excited for. So I want to, when this brass tends to see somebody on tape, they see good things, right? I usually trust the things that they see. Typically, the guys that don't work out here because they're not good. They don't work out because they're hurt. Typically, right? Like that's just usually how that works. They either don't want it or they're hurt. Like that's it. Everything else is, anybody that leaves the system, he always gets picked up right off the street immediately because he works hard. He knows the system. There's a lot of Shanny disciples out there, so there's more and more of those becoming available. But so when you hear this brass talk so highly of Brown, and every time they've talked about rookies this offseason, every chance I've heard them, they always bring up Jair Brown. I want to see what the hype is about. Like, can him and Talanoa Hufanga really I mean, could we have a secondary finally better than the 94 secondary or the 81 secondary, right? Because that's really those are the ones that you have.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you have to hold it up against. Eric Davis, Merton Hanks, Tim McDonald, Deion Sanders, or Carlton Williamson, Ronnie Lott, Eric Wright, and Dwight Hicks. Like those are the two sets of secondaries that are 1 and 2 in this scenario.
Literally gold standards. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Period. Red and gold standards in this case. Yes. So is he the guy that helps get them up to that point? Because to me, that's what they need along with everything else. You're going to take that extra step, right? They were trending to be as good as the 85 Bears. They were trending to be as good as the 01 Ravens last year until they kind of fell off towards the end. They need that extra oomph on the back end to get them over the top when they need it. And I want to see if he's him, really, is what it boils down to, right?
Yeah. I was surprised that Luter ended up on the
on PUP.
Out of nowhere.
They didn't really say what was going on or something, but that kind of hurt our depth, or at least what I wanted to see in terms of a rookie. I was hearing some good things about him as well. So hopefully he works it on through and he comes in. There he is.
Hey.
That Cuzzo.
Cuz. There you go. Where you at, Cuz? Can you see us?
He muted himself.
Oh man, he just
tapping too many buttons on the phone.
I think he was looking at, maybe he was ready to get off. TT, you there? Yeah, he's probably going somewhere making a deal.
Phone ringing.
Hey, what did he do? He pocket dialed me one time, and he's like in the middle of talking about, I think he was having like 4 different conversations with 6 different people. And I'm like, I can't do that, man. I work in emergency services, and that's tough. I don't know how you keep the numbers together, people. Yeah, I'm flying out there, and then I'm gonna do his event, and then I'm gonna see this guy, and then you go come over there. Then they need logistics over there. I'm like, and trying to get him is like nailing Jello to a wall. He's always moving, but he's my cuz. I love him, and thank you again, T, for making this happen, man. Incredible.
Yes, many thanks for sure.
Did y'all have any more rookies that y'all kind of excited about coming in and making the charge?
I was going to say Jair Brown as well, but I'm actually going to go for our kicker, Jake Moody.
And shout out to the Culp family, Tony Culp and Brian Culp, because it can't be. They love kickers.
Yes. Yeah, I think I think he'll be fine, but it'll just be interesting to see, because we've had Robbie Gould all this time.
And they clearly picked him over Robbie Gould based on the comments from Robbie Gould this week.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird, because remember when the offseason began, Robbie was like, nah, man, I'm going to go out and test free agency, and I'll be playing somewhere else next year.
I was here in Chicago in different rumors and stuff, and he was tired of being in the hotel. He wanted to be, near his family. And
exactly.
Stuff, which I understood.
But his family was out last year, so that was the other part that was weird. Like, and the other thing that I heard in that interview talked about Kyle Shanahan and all sorts of great things, but boy, I didn't hear John Lynch's name one time. I think I heard like everybody. I heard everybody's name in that thing, but I never heard anything about John Lynch.
Wow.
He went out of his way to talk about Kyle Shanahan multiple times and like stress how much he loved working with Kyle Shanahan and how Kyle Shanahan did this and that and nothing about John Lynch. Like, nothing.
Wow, Maddie, you're on it, man. You deal with what's called the abstract investigation. What's missing here? That silence is speaking louder than anything else. Very good.
Deductive method there.
Yeah, for rookies, I was going to say Braden Willis. I'm real interested in seeing that dude out there, because I think he could do a little tight end, a little H-back, a little bit of everything. We can put him in the backfield sometimes, like, have him in motion. That's the guy I'm looking forward to watching in preseason. Preseason is all about the young guys, so I want to see him.
Did you ever check him out in college at OU? Or
I just watched his highlights, some game tape stuff, so nothing in depth.
Yeah, he does look. I think he's more athletic than what's his Cameron Latu, but we got Latu.
I think so too. I was looking at both of them.
Went to the 7 to get him. But it sometimes be like that, man.
And you know how this team is with picking those late round gems.
Late rounds is Brown, Kittle,
they making their money.
Hey, yes, yeah, they prefer a late round. It's like a used Honda Civic back in the day with like 30,000 miles on it. Is better than getting that brand new, Yugo.
Exactly. That Civic gonna run.
I changed that oil. I had some mechanics in my family. Hey, man, I know about cars. Just change that oil and get them plugs in there. Man, that thing gonna last you 300,000 miles. Watch what I tell
you. Becca, who's your rookie?
Well, you guys already took all the other ones. I was going to say I'll go with Latu. See what he's going to be able to do for us there. See where he ends up in the depth chart.
He has the second highest Madden score. Fun fact for the tight ends. I believe I read that. If I read that properly, he had the second highest one. And it was not anywhere near George Kittle. Like I think he was like around a 68 or 69 or something, and Kittle was in the 90s.
80 or 90. That's right. He was 96 or something behind, behind Kelsey. So it's going to be a huge drop off, especially for a rookie.
Yeah, for a rookie, and that's George Kittle over there. So
right,
you ain't coming close to him.
Right. Don't you forget it.
100%.
He's hanging out in the background. I've got a hat. I got the new fun one that came with all the palm trees and
look at that.
Oh, that is a fun one.
Yeah, that's different.
Was that a birthday gift, or you had it ordered already?
Happy birthday to me. I just see it pops up in the feed and I go, ooh, maybe I'll order that.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Can you put it closer? I want to see it, please. Oh, that is nice.
That is nice.
It's very unique.
It's very
floral.
I like the Niners on the brim.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
sweet.
It's all like
that's sweet.
satiny material too. It's very, very soft and satiny. So yeah.
John B said that he's excited for Jalen Graham at linebacker, hoping for a great replacement.
My wife
for Aziz.
is gesturing off camera. I want that. We're gonna make
this
happen.
man a link. Yeah.
I'm blinking it out, Ty. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Down to Sickness Podcast giving you a birthday shout out. Everybody, shout out Beck's birthday. Belated birthday, but birthday nonetheless. Some people carry that thing for the whole month,
Exactly.
The whole Jubilee.
Yep. Keep the party going.
The July Jubilee, as we like to call it.
Yes. Yep. Hey, I had one at my job, man. I think her birthday was like September 15th. This woman started September 1 and tried to take leave and everything through the 30th. It's my birthday month. It's my birthday.
I do that a lot in July too, but it's warm, it's summertime. You got to get out and enjoy it. So I'll pluck a Monday. Next week it's Friday. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Ooh, the weather looks good this week. Let me take a couple days.
And that's
after tomorrow, we're supposed to have like 9 straight days of like sun and hot weather, which is nice.
It's brutal. I heard it's been 19 or 20 days straight in Vegas over 110. And even at night, it doesn't get much better. It's still in the 90s because you done baked it all day. Speaking of summer babies versus winter babies, I'm born in February, and here's my little theory here, Matt, and you can go with me if you want, man. Winter people are a little bit envious of summer people who were born because we could never have a splash party. We could never have great weather.
I'm in November.
February 10, it was, it's 8 days after Groundhog
Everybody
Day.
tries to cram your shit in with Christmas, right? Oh, this is your Christmas birthday present. It's friggin' November, Aunt Darlene, okay? That doesn't work.
Ooh, it's turning into a therapy session.
Right? Like, you see that all the time.
It's
like,
something I noticed,
Yeah. Yeah, it's February, okay? Like you can't. No, that's not. This isn't like a fantasy football draft. You're not going to catch it on the turn, okay?
Yep.
Like that's not. We're not doing
Doesn't work that way.
No,
like a snake draft.
You have a snake
Mine's
draft.
April, so I'm spring.
See, that's pretty good, right? And that's kind of in there. It's like in the middle, like it's kind of split up. See, I like mine. Mine being July 7th is good. It's right in the middle. It's like that Christmas in July sort of deal.
Oh
right?
yeah.
You know. So
You still got fireworks
really
left over. Y'all can still.
Yeah, I got fireworks.
Yeah, exactly.
Too hot, I can go swimming. You know,
Yeah,
do it up.
Yeah,
February, man, you got
I started
galoshes.
my birthday with my toes in the sand watching the sunrise.
right. Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's a good day.
that's
Yeah.
how it started.
Yeah.
Then I got in the car and drove home for 7 hours. But hey, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Yeah.
did.
This is what we don't talk about how the sausage is made. We just eat the sausage, right? It's the
That's what
same
it is.
deal, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Pause on that.
There's the analogy.
Yep. It's one every show.
Yep. Every show. Hold on, I had a question here from Melissa. I'm still like, we had Spencer Burford on. Like, I'm still in that
I
moment.
know, right?
That happened.
Yeah,
exactly.
We had an
still-
active
Good
49ers
thing.
player on who like is pretty much an integral part to this team, right?
Yeah.
Like he's
Yep.
not just
Exactly.
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
And he was super cool too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just-
Oh yeah.
He's a
I can't
great
wait to
young man.
do all like the individual clips tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go check out his page if you haven't done it. There's clips of him playing the drums, and you know, like he just has a whole bunch of musical stuff in there. So that was pretty cool to find and to read the comments of him, talking about how much he loved to play drums and for his whole life. So I thought that was kind of a neat little side thing that.
Oh yeah, it was excellent.
And talent, right? A lot of these guys, you've got
stuff.
McCaffrey who can play piano and
I was just going to say that, yeah.
take the show on the road.
Yeah, right.
Just about.
Melissa said, how many 49ers you see making the top 100? She's rooting for Dre Greenlaw to make it. Do you
I
have
feel like all
somebody you want us to
53
make
should
it?
at this point. Let's put all 53 in there and we can backfill
We're
everybody
pretty
else.
loaded. It's gonna be a lot of Niners on that top 100.
I feel it should be.
I didn't even think about that. Wow, it's gonna be a lot. It was a lot last year, and I think 2 years ago, or what have you. But and I'm not just being a homer. This is me as a football fan, guys. We are so blessed and loaded.
Oh yeah,
it's coming now. It's depth now. It's
exactly.
Well, are we gonna do Elijah or are we gonna go Jordan? Oh, well, we got CMC. It's becoming an embarrassment of riches a little bit.
Yep.
We got the kid from LSU. If we need to, we can just throw him in there. It's like, man, that's good problems to have. As Marlo Stansfield said on the wire. It sounds like one of them good problems.
Yep.
I'm
We're
actually
gonna be looking teams in
forward-
their eye too. Like you want it to be one way, but it's the other way.
It's the other way.
That's what we're gonna be doing this season.
What's up, Sin? I feel number 6
Hey,
coming
Sin.
sooner than we think.
This season,
This season. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
right on the cusp. We're right there,
Oh, yeah.
literally right there.
I'm actually excited to see what hat Kyle Shanahan is going to wear.
He
The
is
2020
ahead.
He's going to wear this one.
Oh, if he break that one out,
Imagine that would
we
actually
just
be
got to
fun.
give you all the credit. We just what can we do? You should go ahead and brand
Order
it.
yours now because you know it's gonna be sold out.
Yeah, exactly. Exclusive deal.
You know what? I was on the website today and I saw one and I was like, I could see him wearing that and I should actually buy it because I have this strange feeling that he's gonna wear it.
Get it because once he wears a hat, it's done.
Over.
Yeah. I have most of them, not all of them,
Yeah.
but
I have a
Nice
bunch
little
too,
collection.
but I don't like the ones like this one here has that hard front piece in the middle and it doesn't
Oh
sit,
yeah,
doesn't sit nice on your head. You get the big old.
I think it looks nice though.
Yeah, this one's not too bad. Some of them are really, really stiff and hard and they just don't
Mhm.
sit real well. So it depends on the hat. You know, I like to get those softer, the unstructured ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorites.
What veterans are you excited to hear about?
Oh, Spencer Burford. I mean, you know Trent's gonna be Trent. I mean, 98 coming in the door. Trent's gonna be Trent. Spencer Burford, CMC, a full year here.
Yeah.
Kittle,
exactly.
You know, it's again an embarrassment. Debo's in shape. Ayuk's coming off 1,000 yards. You know, we just
going into a contract year.
Yep.
It's just too many. It's just like all of them.
Yeah, we're just gonna show up and show out, man. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be stuff that, you know, people like. They already come to me like, man, don't nobody want to mess with y'all this year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody.
Yeah,
they don't want to smoke. They don't want to smoke. And then the defense, I think with Wilkes, man, we're gonna step up and make. We're gonna raise the level of defense in our secondary. And with the addition of Javon Hargrave in the front, and we still got a little bit of money left over if we need to go out and get somebody else. But Dre Jackson, I'm hearing wonderful things about him. You know, Spencer just said he's a freak of nature, and everybody can try to run the 49ers defense, meaning cover 3 out of a base and coming downhill. But the thing that is different, the thing that you don't have, the tedious ingredient, is you don't have these athletic linebackers who were former safeties who can get and cover in space. A Mike and a Will who can run like a safety is like running. I mean, you got nickel, you got dime, you got quarter. It's quarter. It's a quarter with people can hit.
Exactly.
It's different. You can't run out of it. It's like Ali back in 65. He was faster than everybody else, and he was 6'3" and could lay it on you and knock you out on a back pedal.
Hit you with that right hand.
We've seen these athletes, right? And it's like you talk about them, these absolute freaks of nature that can do these things, and you're like, how in the hell are you able to do that? And it just seems like the 49ers have one at every single friggin' position grouping.
Yeah.
Right? Offensive line, defensive line, the secondary, the running back room, the tight end room. Like, it doesn't stop. There's one everywhere. And most of these teams in the league are lucky to have like 1 or 2 players and then build the team around that. This one has like a freaking blue chipper at every single position, ready to go to build around it. And also we just took away the main defensive cog of the primary rival that we were behind last year.
Beautiful.
I.e. the Ken Norton Jr. effect. We will weaken you and we will strengthen us. And what
Maddie, I call it the Charles Haley move.
Oh, see, the Charles Haley move is the one that ended all of our Super Bowl.
Our worst
we got the one after that, and that was it. Why did we not trade him to New England or Buffalo or like Miami or the Jets?
Go across the country.
Tell Dallas if
go to
Jimmy
Cleveland.
Johnson wants Charles Haley, there's a problem. They think they can make this guy work, and if you keep him in your conference, forget it. And sure enough, what happened? I'm sure Steve Young thinks every day how happy he is that they traded him away directly into the division to make sure that he still played them twice a year, right? Like,
opposite conference. You get him out of here and you send him
far away as possible.
The bottom of the conference.
Go play for Rod Rust in New England. Go play for Parcells in New England. Go.
Yeah,
you go there. I won't see you in a Super Bowl there, right?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm not going to keep your Super Bowl ring streak alive. No, we did anyways, right? Those Cowboys don't even that's like a dark era for me because I always go back to that and I think to myself because Eddie DeBartolo once said it was either George Seifert or Jimmy Johnson, and I always wonder.
You remember that? Yes.
Always wonder what would this franchise body count, i.e. Lombardi trophy count, look like if Jimmy Johnson had taken over after Bill Walsh.
My Lord.
What would that have been like?
Now we're playing multiverse. Oh my!
Multiverse of madness,
the U,
right
the
there.
U is my favorite team in college. I still root for the U. And man, let me tell you, if Jimmy Johnson got here with this talent and these weapons, man, what? Oh,
we shouldn't even have brought in his boys too.
Yeah. Oh,
I guarantee you he wouldn't have gotten fired because of a pissing contest with the owner. I can tell you that much.
Well, Eddie would have loved him.
Eddie would have been like, yeah, like
loved him.
I honestly like, and if I ever get the chance to talk to Mr. DeBartolo, I'm going to ask him about that because it sounds to me like Eddie wanted to hire him, and everybody else in the room was like, no, we got to go with George. But now that I look back on it, they were probably saying that because they all wanted to keep their jobs.
Yeah, it was job security
because they knew that George was just going to kind of, I mean, things change and evolved.
Yeah.
But if Jimmy comes in, maybe Jimmy's not going to want to do everything the same way Bill Welsh did it, right? Maybe that switches up a little bit. So,
and Jimmy was a defensive guy, just like George Seifert, and George, and make no mistake, George Seifert should go to the Hall of Fame and will one day, and was good. And I appreciate it a lot.
Great coach.
But that daggone Jimmy Johnson is already there.
Right. Yeah. Based off of his career that he made off of beating George Seifert all that time. And then he left. Like when they got the revenge, it's like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. They meet 3 times, all of a sudden in the third rematch, it's not the real Brock Lesnar. They bring out a fake Brock Lesnar for Roman Reigns to beat, right? Like that's what it's almost like. It's like, oh, great, they beat Barry Switzer. Like, yeah, great. Yeah. We beat the Cowboys, haha. But it's like, it would have felt a little bit nicer to beat Jimmy Johnson because Jimmy basically like came in, treated us like Scott Farkas and left, man. Like that was it. Bye. Thanks for playing. I'm gonna go Fox now, and then I'll go to Miami.
Scott Farkas reference, ladies and gentlemen. Where can you get this?
Beat the shit out of us for 2 years and took off.
In July, a Scott Farkas reference.
Mm-hmm.
Every episode.
Yep.
You never know.
You're gonna get a nugget.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
My favorite.
I got a kicker question from Brian Culp.
What will
be the longest field goal the Niners go for and make this year?
56.
I was gonna say 55. That was gonna be mine.
That was the other thing I gleaned from that podcast. They did not like going for over 50 yarders with Robbie based on his
because he didn't have the leg. You saw it.
And
you saw it.
It sounds to me like he's still in denial. Look, we all know that he's going to be the next Cowboys kicker, or he's going to be the next Lions. Actually, he may be the next Lions kicker because they got rid of Michael Badgley today, which is very odd.
Oh, wow.
It's a weird time to get rid of a kicker. And I did see him like getting busted speeding with a Lambo for 140 miles an hour. By the way, we talk about all sorts of things out there. We talk about important things. Can we please just ensure that NFL rookies are only granted 5-speed Volkswagen Beetles or something with governors that put them up to about 85 and that's it? Like if you just did that for them, you could probably eliminate a lot of these needless arrests in like the first year. Like, because they get new cars, I want to try them out. Like, I really appreciate you want to try that Lambo at 140 miles an hour, but can I introduce you to Henry Ruggs? I know you decided not to drink first, but 140 miles an hour is still
40 is 140.
Just a tad over. It should be like
a little bit over the speed limit.
It should be like in college, freshmen can't have cars, and the only way you can get around is upperclassmen and a bike, dude.
Right.
That's it. Just until we feel you're good enough to handle this.
We would like to give you this hefty BART pass if you're at the 49ers, right?
Not available in stores.
It's like this week.
It could be like that. Remember that American Express card that Jerry Seinfeld had? Him and the owner only had one. It was the black card or whatever. You can get them the black BART card, right?
Exactly.
49ers
this
week,
week,
they got a black card.
And they should be teaching them nutrition
card
in the BART. You're gonna learn nutrition in the BART system.
Or a great
That's all you need.
That could be an entire day of like this early training camp get together, right? Just an early day of like how to travel BART to get to where you need to be because we don't want you having a car because we're afraid you're going to get a suspension.
140 mile an hour speeding ticket.
Let's take a field trip, young men. We're going to learn how to use the BART.
We're going to walk through Red Lot here, and we're going to show you how to do it. Okay.
Melissa has a question. You think Diamador Lenore stays outside or slid back to nickel? Dynasty, Lenore, Womack, and Ward together.
Yeah, Demo's going to stay on the outside for sure.
He's the two guy now. He's Eric. Yeah. He's the modern day Eric Davis. He's it. He's the guy. He's the chosen one for that point. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he
made significant strides all year. You can see the development early in the year. First, we had a Mosley there, but then he stepped in and he steadily got comfortable. He corrected a few things. We saw a high back pedal on him, but he lowered his pads. He got toes over nose, and he was ready to make that break and come out of it quicker. And, we saw the end result of that in the Cowboy playoff game. Beautiful interception on anticipation, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Diamador Lenore is everything we wanted Ambry Thomas to be.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to go there, but
right. Yeah. And Ambry Thomas still has a chance, but like you would think he's like, you'd think that he's missing somewhere. Yeah, I've heard nothing about him this offseason.
I thought he was on a milk box. Yeah. But my understanding is he had some personal issues going on or something to that effect, which sometimes
and whatever that is, so be it. And if that's what's changing, I mean, some people just the football life isn't for them either, and that's totally fine too. Like whatever it is, man. Like whatever happens, float your boat. But Diamador Lenore ended up being that guy. He found himself in that spot, and he worked hard to get in it, and I think he's earned it now. I think Sam Womack is the biggest benefit of this PUP thing that you just mentioned.
He
was making plays last season.
He was. And I think with the benefit of this competition, like he would have either had to step up or step out, but maybe he gets that little wake up call, but he's going to be that nickelback this year. So it's not going to be Jimmy doing it anymore. So,
but they brought in Isaiah Oliver too.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. You got Isaiah Oliver, but you've got,
I'm excited to see him.
Yeah. Especially with what he knows on the Steve Wilkes defense and the wrinkles that he already knows about it.
Yeah, he has familiarity with him. And I think Wilkes, with the style he wants to run, might prefer a bigger DB to be in that because he's kind of like a hybrid linebacker / safety. It's weird. We all know that second level is, right?
Sounds like they have a type.
Exactly. And you look at Isaiah Oliver, 6'2". He's running 205, 210.
Yep.
like, are they in nickel or are they in base? We don't know, but they coming at you and they coming to hit you. So exactly. So I think Wilkes prefers that. So right now he has the edge, but Womack just got those ball skills.
Man. Womack is real with it.
I like him a lot.
A really great preseason. He was flashing, and then I think he busted a couple of coverages, which gave the coaches a little apprehension and stuff. Yeah. And then you had the veteran Ward coming back, and Ward, he didn't really want to play. The nickel.
He wanted to play, but he didn't want to play nickel. Yeah, exactly.
And see, it's like, well, it's like jumping on the grenade. If I got it, I'll take it for the team. But he won't feel in it. But this kid, watch out for Womack. Womack's gonna make some stats. I like him. He's quick.
I can see him definitely getting playing time. Oh yeah,
in position a lot, and if you're in position. If you're hustling, if you're putting in hard work, good things will happen. The ball will somehow find your hands. It usually does.
Damn, we have stars at every position. The depth is awesome.
It's crazy.
We just had Spencer Burford on. This is just
we live in a dream right now.
I mean, honestly, even the coaching staff is as deep as it's ever been, right?
Yeah, we got depth on the coaching staff.
Yeah, we have two former head coaches on our coaching staff. If Kyle, for some odd reason called in sick, well, you got Lynch that can run it. You got Wilkes that can run it.
Yep.
It's okay. Yeah, I've done it before. I know how to do, all of this. And
Anthony Lynn right there. Like, I was with his pops in Denver. I know exactly how they coach. Don't worry. I can run this. Like,
yeah. Thank you, Melissa.
Yes.
Thank you, Melissa.
Melissa. New Jersey in the house. She's
right. NJ Izzy.
She's a bad lady, man. I love her.
Yep.
Thank you, Sin.
Another Sin. East Coast repping.
Let's go. Niner Gang podcast.
Now we got the West Coast.
I love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's my fellow light-skinned continue, my brother. My man Dion.
Y'all the Steph Curry and
Klay Thompson.
The Splash Brothers.
I like it.
Oh, hell.
I hope so, Tony.
Oh my God! Jess might not let us on the show.
Exactly.
It'll be her and George.
Jess is just going to leave us all backstage. We'll all be talking to each other.
We'll be on mute.
Yeah.
She doesn't need a co-host. She needs a chaperone, ladies and gentlemen.
That is correct.
Jess will be like, the show was on Friday, everybody. Next thing you know, she's live on Wednesday all by herself.
She texts us, don't worry this week. This week we're going to do the show on Friday.
And then all the show's on Friday. Next thing you know, Wednesday, we're like,
surprise guest.
Why are we
George
live?
Kittle.
That would be awesome.
I got this one.
All right, guys. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think
Great.
I don't think we can top much of that.
All right.
Wonderful. Thanks again for having me on, guys.
Thanks for being on, dude. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no problem. But hold on, don't go anywhere yet. We're going to go to that hurry up offense and the 2-minute warning.
All right, let's
do
it. Let's start the clock.
Go ahead, Becca.
Well, happy birthday to Trent Williams, to Spencer Burford, and big thank you to Spencer for coming on the show. And let's get ready for some football soon.
Yeah, Maddie.
All right, so next week, to celebrate the fact that next Thursday, Jameson gets his new kidney, which, by the way, Jimmy, he got the kidney. For those who don't know or just tuning in because of Spencer Burford, it's fine. You can get caught up on the rest of the shows. But at the Atlanta game last year, Jimmy Garoppolo threw Jameson a towel. The local TV stations did a big thing on it. It went nationwide, and a lady ended up being a match. So they're going to go down and do his kidney stuff on Thursday. So to celebrate that whole thing happening, next Wednesday, we're going to give away my first set of preseason tickets for preseason game 1 next week.
Wow.
So y'all might want to be going for that. And when you get them from me, that means you still get to eat off the season ticket holder menu because I'm just going to send it to you directly. So it's not only tickets, it's food too. See,
yes.
You're welcome. We take care of you here on the East Coast Red and Gold podcast.
That's right.
We do. Also next week, we have Jesse Sapolu coming on.
Oh, yeah. That.
In the offensive lineman coming.
A Hall of Famer. I love Jesse Sapolu. We've talked, Jess, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have him coming on next week, and plus the ticket giveaway. It'll be a fun show. Thank you, Spencer Burford. Thank you, Terrence. Thank you, Terradome. It's been great. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight because it was a really cool thing, and for us fans, for us diehards. But next week, training camp starts. Let everything play out, and as always, go Niners.
Go Niners.
Yeah, just want to say happy birthday to Rebecca. Much love and appreciation. I'm glad you got to stick your toes in some sand and see the sun and just enjoy it for a little bit. That sounds beautiful. That's the way to start the birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Terradome, man, thanks for coming on and being a part of this and setting it up. This was beautiful. I love it when we just come together and collaborate. This is what it's supposed to look like and be about.
Yes.
Let's do this again for show.
Amen.
Keep it going.
Amen.
And Terradome, go ahead.
Well, again, I'm going to echo the sentiment of everyone here. I'm just so excited about this year coming up. We are loaded. We are blessed in the city, in the field. Thanks again, Todd. Thanks again, Jess. My cousin Terrence, Terror Management. Man, thanks a great deal. Spencer Burford. Hey, man, you are incredible. You're an incredible young man, and you're incredible with your position and what you do athletically. My quick prayer is, Heavenly Father, I just ask for health for all of our players and everyone playing this very violent game. Watch over them. Keep them in all their ways, Lord God. And I'm just asking for prosperity and everything that we need in Jesus' name. Y'all, thanks a great deal for having me today.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll definitely do it again soon.
All right.
Bang, bang.
Niners, like and subscribe. Let's go.
And of course, for the upstart 49ers, they're 6 yards away from Pontiac. 3rd and 3.
We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.
Montana looking, throwing